Hello, and welcome to the Turret of Pleasure here in the Enchanted Kingdom of Hermione. Once again, I am your host, Zipgun. I'm the Lord Chamberlain of the Enchanted Kingdom. And I'm going to talk about something really weird today. Because one of the wonderful things about my existence is that stuff just finds me and it forces me to deal with it. And I usually deal with it in a creative way, if I can. And such an instance happened recently when my dear old friend, Chris Proholm, whom I've probably known now for a lot like 40 years, met him back when I recorded his band Red Tide. And then he joined this band called the Dayglow Abortions. And after that, he joined this band called DOA. And I think by the end of that, he was good and sick of the music business, at least as far as being a touring band thing. And I didn't see him for a long time. And I guess part of what he did was he made music for films and videos and whatnot. And he utilized these things these CDs that were for a thing called acid. Now, I have no idea what this stuff is. But long story short, a little while ago, he said, hey, I've got all these sample CDs. I don't need them anymore. Anybody want them? I'm like, sample CDs? Sure. Because I love making music out of bits of existing sounds and whatnot. One of my favorite hobbies. So I said, yeah, sure. And so, thanks to COVID, it took months for them to get out here. Our mutual friend, Rick Long, brought them out. And here they are. I'm going to move the camera. Our technical director will have fits. But there you go. Now, this is them here. There's about 70. There's these, and I'll show a bunch here. These, but they're all either Sony or what's it called? Loops for Acid. There's two main companies. There's one or two other weird ones, but those are the two main ones. And they are apparently, and again, I speak from a position of pure ignorance here. But what you would do is you would take these, piece them together like little musical Lego pieces, and create music out of them. And this looked to have been something fairly popular, because amongst the things I found in here, I'm just looking, I haven't even looked at a lot of these yet. Steve Tibbetts, Friendly Fire. Now, Steve Tibbetts was was a ECM artist, sort of a new age a guitar player. And this CD is absolutely chock-a-block with these, well, like, here, what have we got here? Sumand HI03. Okay, what is it? The heck is it? Play it. Okay. There you have it. That's one of hundreds. And there's, okay, loops. And the loops are divided into acoustic string, orchestras, drone loops, drums, electric guitar, gongs. Okay. And then each of those has sub-menus of stuff, and on and on. And there are 70 of these. So, this is really cool for me. One of them, very happily, was a double CD that featured both the Wave Acid CD-ROM, which I guess is what you call these things, and it had a real live, honest-to-God audio CD in it. Now, that's great, because I can play these silly things in my CD players, my Discmen, put them on shuffle mode, which I love to do, and make these pieces of music that are, random, basically, but every time they play, they're somewhat the same, but not quite. I'm mining points here for Gran Turismo. I want a Ferrari. So, anyway, so this thing this sounds like this. there's your intro. Okay, there's your. Okay. Now the great thing about this is the gaps in between are on the beat. So I thought, okay, I'm just gonna play the fucking thing, just like this song with lots of interruptions. And then I thought, well, what happens if I take this recording, which is I don't know how many minutes long, and then cut it in half and put the second half alongside the first half. So you got these two drum kits playing this interrupted beat in and out of phase with each other. Anyway, this is how my brain works. So at the end of this, I'll play you the result. I spent maybe 2 hours on it. And this was just me dipping my toe into this stuff. So I think I don't know how many of these I used, maybe 3. So out of the 70, but there's 4 by Bill Laswell. You know, and I'm like, wow, really? Okay. So, and these are interesting. Now, one of the things that I like about this, thank you. One of the things I like is apparently there's no copyright in these, so I'm not going to get in trouble if I use this and say, composed by Scott Henderson. So that's one thing. Now, I'm going to bet these things were fucking expensive. Here you go, Mick Fleetwood. I mean, there were 2 of these, by the way. This was sealed. I don't know why you would have 2 of these, but he did. And this is just drum loops. You can make a really crummy Fleetwood Mac song drum track out of that if you wanted. And then you could tell, and then this is Vital Demos, the Vitale collection. This is Joe Vitale from Joe Walsh's band. And these guys are all, great drummers. They're great, they're perfect for this because they're really steady and they're predictable. You know what you're going to get out of these guys. There's some names here. Here's a name, Siggy Balderson. The best of Siggy Balderson, the drum loops. Now, I will confess, I didn't know who Siggy Balderson was. But of course, he is the drummer for the Sugar Cubes. Okay. He's a very good drummer. He does really good drum loops, but yet it's really strange. Joe Vitale, I got lots of drum loops, boy. There's one entirely nothing but steel guitars, which I kind of got lost in that one, and I kind of ended up disappearing up my own rear end. So that one might have to be modified. Tony Franklin, not just another pretty bass. Now, I don't know who Tony Franklin is. Whitesnake. At any rate, Tony Franklin probably made himself some money, popping and snapping and playing some bass lines. Yeah, acoustic guitar. So, thank you, Chris, for giving these to me. Thank you, Rick, for delivering them to me. And like I say, at the end of this, I'm going to play everybody. Look at this thing. 5 CDs. Chicago Fire, Vince Lawrence, a dance music anthology. Good God. This must have been $200 new. You wonder, eh? Because technology, Sony Media Software and Vince Lawrence Slang Music Group present Chicago Fire. Deep house, electro, old school, progressive, and drum and bass. These loops are optimized for use with all Acid products, including Acid Pro 5 groove mapping technology, and are tagged with metadata from the Sony Sound Series loops. I haven't got a clue what any of this means. What I know is that there's some really groovy sounds in here, and I'm going to pump them onto my digital audio workstation from the era of 1995 and make some music out of them. And we'll see what I come up with, So that's that. I'm going to play it I'm going to mine some more points here for my Ferrari. I'm trying to get a Ferrari. So 330. And because it's an old game, this is how you do it. It's the tedious way. 870,000 points to go. Shouldn't take too long now. There you go, 20 million points. Off to buy the Ferrari. You betcha. Anyway, yeah, that's what it sounds like when you, well, at least that was the immediate reaction I had was when I got these. Take them to the studio, play around with a couple at the beginning, and so that's what you're going to get. I'll probably work on some more of these. There's 3. So far there's only 1 finished. That might change. Here we go. Ferrari 330p4. Purchase. You betcha. Now I get to race the Ferrari. Anyway, thanks for watching. And if you want to watch more of this gibberish, hit the subscribe button. You'll get notified. And we'll talk about more, I don't know, ridiculous stuff. Stuff that just happens to me. Take care of each other. Be kind. Be patient. We'll be back to normal soon, whatever normal is. And take care. Thanks for watching.